Here are some animal facts we've been lied to about. For years, we've been fed dramatic stories about the animal kingdom. Tales of noble kings, savage beasts, perfect memories, and cold-blooded killers. But the truth? It's often way less cinematic and way more surprising. Today, we're peeling back the myths and exposing the real behavior behind some of nature's most misunderstood creatures. From freeloading lions to gentle gorillas and surprisingly social snakes, what you think you know might just get flipped upside down. Let's dive in. The king of the jungle? More like the freeloader of the savannah. We've all seen it. That iconic slow-motion shot of a male lion standing tall on a rock, wind brushing through his luscious mane, golden eyes locked on the horizon. The king, the apex predator, the untouchable warrior of the animal kingdom. Reality? He's a glorified house cat with an attitude problem. Male lions sleep up to 20 hours a day. That's more than a teenager on summer break. While Disney made him noble and brave, in real life, this king avoids work like it's a group project. He rarely hunts, because guess what? Lionesses do all the hunting. They track prey, coordinate the attack, risk injury, and bring down full-sized wildebeests. And when they finally land a kill, the male rolls up, growls at everyone, eats first, and sometimes doesn't even let the cubs eat. He's not a leader. He's a food pirate with good PR. And territorial fights? He doesn't win them for long. Most male lions get booted from their pride within a couple years by younger, stronger males. That's right. Simba would have been evicted by his cousin Chad the second he hit puberty. The real king? It's the lioness who feeds the entire pride while babysitting. Gorillas, the savage beasts? Nope, just leaf-loving gentle giants. Pop culture made gorillas out to be violent tanks, hulking beasts that roar, throw things, and crush everything in their path. If you grew up watching King Kong, you probably thought gorillas were basically furry wrecking balls with muscles. But the truth? They're more Zen monk than monster. Wild gorillas are shy, peaceful, and deeply social. They live in close-knit groups, spending most of their day eating leaves, grooming each other, and just chilling in the shade. Even the legendary silverbacks, the giant dominant males with terrifying strength, prefer peace over violence. Chest beating? That's not a declaration of war. It's more like a bluff, a warning, a back-off bro gesture. Actual physical fights are rare. In fact, they'll often avoid conflict unless their family is in danger. Gorillas are emotionally intelligent, expressive, and even empathetic. Some captive gorillas have learned sign language and form deep bonds with humans. Others have been seen mourning their dead or comforting each other in distress. Meanwhile, humans still throw hands over parking spots. An elephant never forgets? Sure, but he also forgets a lot. We love elephants for their supposed photographic memories. Movies, books, and random Instagram quotes told us elephants remember everything, from your face to the coordinates of a watering hole in 1998. The truth is less magical, more scientific. Elephants do have excellent long-term memory, but mostly for social relationships, migration routes, and important resources. That doesn't mean they remember every tiny detail of their lives like some 4-ton Sherlock Holmes. Also, a lot of the memory claims came from observational anecdotes. Stories passed around like myths until scientists began to question them. Studies now suggest elephants forget plenty of things too, especially trivial stuff, just like us. Still smart? Absolutely. Elephant brains are huge and they have remarkable emotional depth. But the whole elephant as perfect memory machine idea? Heavily oversold. Your grandpa forgetting his keys doesn't mean he's less smart than Dumbo. Snakes are cold, unfeeling killers? Plot twist, some of them like you. Snakes get a bad rap. Slithery, silent, cold-blooded, emotionless predators. They're the go-to villain in nature documentaries and Indiana Jones movies. But the truth? In captivity, many snakes show signs of recognition, routine memory, and even a kind of affectionate familiarity. That's right, your pet ball python? It might recognize your scent, your warmth, and even prefer you over strangers. They can grow attached to their feeding times, get stressed when removed from their usual routines, and become visibly calmer when held by their usual handler. They're not wagging their tails, sure, but in reptile terms, that's basically cuddling. Some even seek out familiar human touch when stressed, just like your anxious dog hiding under the bed during fireworks. So yeah, your snake might not cry at the notebook, but it probably misses you when you're gone too long. Alpha wolves? That's not a thing in the wild. The alpha wolf myth is one of the most abused phrases in pop science, business leadership, and bad dating advice. The idea? Wolf packs are like war clans, with one dominant male ruling over submissive betas and omegas. Alpha male, right? Wrong. That entire concept was based on a flawed study of wolves in captivity, where unrelated wolves were forced into artificial packs. The resulting dominance hierarchies were like prison politics, not natural behavior. In the wild, wolf packs are just families. The so-called alpha male is literally just dad, and the alpha female is mom. They lead the pack because they're the parents, not because they beat everyone into submission. So the next time someone brags about being an alpha, remind them that real wolves lead with nurturing and teamwork, not raw aggression. If you need to call yourself an alpha, you're probably not even the leader of your dog. Dolphins, the ocean's Harvard grads? Maybe. Also, sociopaths. Everyone loves dolphins. They're the smiling acrobats of the sea, rescuing humans, playing fetch with rings, and starring in documentaries about ocean intelligence. Scientists praise their complex communication and high brain-to-body ratio. But here's what they don't show in the happy dolphin montages. Dolphins bully, harass, and sometimes torture smaller marine animals for fun. Some pods gang up on porpoises not for food, but just to mess with them. Others have been seen passing around fish like beach balls and not eating them, just playing cruel games. Male dolphins sometimes trap females in isolated areas to force mating, using teamwork in disturbingly manipulative ways. This isn't your friendly flipper. This is frat boy behavior with flippers. Yes, dolphins are smart, very smart, but that only makes them more dangerous when they decide to be jerks. They're basically the Ivy League prep school bullies of the sea, top of the class, and absolute menaces.